On March 26 last year, more than 5,200 cities in 135 countries worldwide switched off their lights for Earth Hour to make a stand against climate change. While in Singapore, the fundraising platform Give.sg raised $250,000 for over 50 charities at the 2011 Standard Chartered Marathon. These are perfect examples of what social media can do to raise awareness and funds for a cause. Indeed, while some charities still use tin cans to appeal for donations on the streets, social media tools like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and LinkedIn are taking fundraising to a new level.
The finishing line on the Earth Hour video is that one about everyone can make a difference in the world they live in. And I think that social media, as I always say, is just a free set of tools to make that a hell of a lot easier.
While anyone can create a social media page, getting people to like or follow you is a different story.
You really need to have a very clear focus on, what is the objective of the social media campaign you're trying to run. Get it down into really specific measurables. Second, I think it's all about grabbing attention. I mean, there's so much information out there, always, at your fingertips. So you always need to do something which grabs people's attention so that, they take notice. Third thing, I think, once you grab their attention, you need to figure out a way to engage them. You got to provide them the tools, or you got to provide them enough incentives so that, they will do what is the next step, which is the number 4, take action. So, if you get all these people, you get all this interest, but you don't tell them how they can actually take an action, your social media campaign is not going to work. And finally, I think, you have to be authentic about it. You have to think from the point of view of the users rather than from your point of view.
We started with friends first, I think our personal networks, and then it's grown since then, and we've achieved more Facebook likes beyond our friends. A good example is that she's my friend, but her friend is also part of our group, so in a sense we've gone 3 or 4 degrees already, and if you go 6 degrees, apparently everyone in Singapore is 6 degrees connected. So that's how we intend to reach out, one at a time, one heart, one mind at a time. So it kind of takes a life on its own. So we don't actually do anything. The social media and people's willingness,
word of mouth,
they just do it themselves. But at the same time, you have to have an authentic message, an authentic cause, something that you're doing that people want to share about.
Glenn Fajardo, Global Network Launch Manager at TechSoup Global, a San Francisco-based charity which uses technology to enable social changes, said most people don't use social media simply because they're unfamiliar with the technology.
I think it's because it's different. If you've never seen a telephone in your life, you think like a telephone was scary. There's also some elements, though, of being more public and feeling more exposed. I think that is a real difference. But as you interact with it more, you realize that it's a fear that can be overcome through just experience and understanding that if you say something and it's on the internet, it's not the end of the world.
But like all things on the web, charities and causes using social media must update their content regularly and shape the content to suit the audience.
It's absolutely critical, though, that you do 2 things. One is that you interact with your community, and that people when they post a comment on Facebook or when they reply to a tweet, that they feel like there's somebody on the other end. The other thing that takes some time is just taking the time to pay attention to what's happening and seeing tracking things like how many likes are you getting or how many times is your hashtag appearing, just so you have a sense of what's working and what's not, so you can make adjustments along the way.
Watch our other clip to find out how social media took one Singaporean all the way to Mount Everest.